Yeah. I don't know. Sounds kind of like a Martin Dreadnought.
I knew you'd think that.
Yep.
Well, Quentin, welcome.
Yes, sir.
Paul here, Music Villa, Bozeman, Montana. Checking out a couple of Martin D-45s, and you are correct. It is a Martin, and it is a Dreadnought. And it sounds that way, doesn't it?
It sure does.
So this is the new, okay, we talked about this before. We did the Modern Deluxe a few years back. Now they've come out with a few new additional models to that line. The Modern Deluxe, as we recall, had the Liquidmetal bridge pins. So they're, just, different. They sustain more, basically.
A little tougher material.
Yeah,
right?
They're very, they don't absorb the energy like maybe a plastic pin would,
right. They transfer,
kind of transfer the energy, yeah. Okay, so VTS tops, so they're the aged tops, Sitka top on a D-45. Rosewood back and sides. The maple binding is pretty cool. Yeah. The under the bridge, you've got the carbon fiber bridge plate instead of wood, so it'll just last longer. The original ones had the carbon fiber truss rod or titanium truss rod, right? Lighter weight truss rod. They're back to the steel truss rod again.
Okay. I
believe on these. So it was just more it made it a little lighter, but I don't, it's not a big difference you can't really tell the difference. So I'm not sure why they switched that, but it has a regular truss rod in it. And then the Vintage Deluxe neck shape. Does that one have the same neck shape too? I think it does. As the last one we played. It's called Vintage Deluxe. It's kind of an asymmetrical shaped neck, a little bit thinner.
Again, because I'm so really subject to persuasion and suggestion that, you say it and I'm like, yeah, that's what it feels like.
You're my best customer when it comes to like the feel of a neck.
This is how it feels, this is how it sounds.
Some people are literally down to measuring. They'll measure it and it has to be exactly perfect or their hand will cramp, and I get it. But then there's other people who can play any nut width, any neck shape, and you just don't care.
It's,
I like it.
I think I like guitars that play differently. If all my guitars had exactly the same features, I think, I don't know.
I agree.
Like you say,
that.
the diversity of these components, including the neck, does affect a little bit how I want to play the guitar.
Sure.
And so it forces me
to do different stuff.
I like it. So that's the way I feel about it. Yeah. And sometimes, I like the really thin, kind of almost electric guitar style neck, low profiles. Yeah. Sometimes I like a baseball bat.
I like it. I like your style.
And so what are you holding there?
Well, I had a D-45 upstairs as well. So I thought, you got this Modern Deluxe, so it's a mixture of, modern and old, and then you've got the good old classic standard series reimagined D-45.
What about, I do like the headstock is interesting.
Yeah.
Or is this standard on the 45 for the Modern Deluxe? Do you know?
For the Modern Deluxe, yeah.
Okay, because it's pretty.
And this is pretty. This is classic. Classic D-45 with the block inlay versus there's two inlays on a D-45. So that one's.
And it, maybe it'll show up better in the pictures, but I really do. I like this touch of the maple. Binding. Again, this is more bling than I would ever go out and choose. But if I could afford it and have room for all of them in my house, I like the wood color, and it's a nice contrast.
I think you're going to like the tone of that one too.
Yeah.
So this, like I said, this is kind of neat because we have both of them. We'll compare them.
Yeah, we'll do a side by side.
That's VTS. This is not. So
we've got the differences would be pins.
There's a lot of cosmetic differences. Right. The pins and the bridge plate is wood on this one, carbon fiber there, not VTS top.
VTS, but they're both forward shifted.
You got the white binding, but I believe they're both forward shifted. I think they're the same bracing. Neck's a little different, but yeah.
I think. Again, not aesthetically driven, but I like the look of these.
I think they're kind of
cool,
too.
So,
I like them on that one.
I mean, that's one of the things I've heard most folks do as a quick and simple way to generally improve the tone of your guitar. Swap out. If you have plastic pens, go get some. People like bone.
We usually
people
swap
like
them
metal.
out to bone.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? So we are going to compare these at the end and stuff. You can strum them both right now, but then we'll have you compare them at the end. The D-45 comes with titanium strings usually. We swapped it out. So this is the Martin Lifespan medium gauge as well as on here. So these have the same strings on them.
They actually have the same strings.
But when these do, they're identical strings. But when you buy a D-45 now, it comes with titanium. But I don't know. We took them off. We prefer these. But
there you go. Well, we'll have to circle back. Speaking of strings, because I don't know if you saw some of the comments. We had a recent video on string comparisons, and of course, the first question was, where were the elixirs? And other folks commented on, why didn't you use the same guitar for all the strings? And the short answer for that is time. We just don't have.
I know.
That would take so much time for us. And we're in and out, ladies and gentlemen.
I'd like to compare about 6 types of strings, though, on the exact same guitar. We just need our tech here. We'll just zip it.
Yeah. But then, so that takes what would normally be a single take video that we
restring the guitar 6
put
times.
together in about 15 minutes total.
Yeah.
That turns that into like a 2-hour process.
But I agree. Believe me, I'm with you. I'm with all those people. I want to do that.
Yeah, we would accommodate to the extent we can. But again, we've got other things to do.
Well, you have a real job.
Yeah. Well,
you can't just play guitar all day.
Unlike you, who only runs a
all
store.
I do is dink around with guitars all day. All right, let's hear it. Let me just strum that one
okay.
real
We'll just
quick.
do a couple strums real quick, and we'll do
Oh.
Sounds good. Hopefully these are still in tune. We'll see. Both nice, but I hear a difference there. I think it'll come out more in the transition side by side.
I like them both, but Quentin, thank you.
You bet.
That's the new Modern Deluxe D-45 from Martin, and we'll let you compare them, and we'll move on. And good to see you. All right, thanks for watching.